by our teacher, Mr. Ongoya, our learned counsel. He indicated that there ought to have been equality of arms. I still invoke the same wisdom that there ought to be equality of arms, to which I am seeking an indulgence that since this is a main character in these particular proceedings, and when they had the opportunity of dealing with our main witness, they had 1 hour, 30 minutes. It would be therefore suffice to indicate, Mr. Speaker, sir, that in the efforts of making sure that we are all balanced, there is equality of arms, there is proper access to justice, there is fair hearing, that you apportion us the same equal time so that we can have to do justice to this case. Remember, it is we who have accused the governor, and we need sufficient time, if they so pleases the Senate, that they grant us leave to have at least 1 hour, 30 minutes, so that we can dispense with the justice, so that at least at the end of the day, people can feel that justice has been done. I so beg.
Counsel, I think you've requested for an extra 15 minutes, but as put by the counsel for the assembly, you did in the morning, your lead counsel requested that we fair and we give equality of arms as per the timings yesterday. Now, counsel for the assembly, I doubt if we can give you 1 hour, 30 minutes. But in all fairness, they're asking for an extra 15 minutes. And you did utilize your whole 1 hour, 10 minutes of cross-examination. So to be fair, we will give you also 20 minutes to cross-examine the key witness. And they will have an extra 15 minutes of their 4 minutes which they have. So we'll say roughly we'll give them 20 minutes and you will get 20 minutes to cross-examine the witness.
I am well guided by your wisdom. In the event that we shall not make it, I'll still seek leave for indulgence. I'm most obliged.
Thank you. Counsel for the governor, you may proceed.
I, Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, do solemnly swear that the evidence that I shall give before the Senate in respect of the matters before the Senate shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Good evening, Madam Governor.
Even to you, Akili.
Thank you. You are appearing before the Senate for the third time, courtesy of the County Assembly of Meru, who seeks to have you removed from office by way of impeachment, and they have cited 3 main grounds for impeachment. One is that you were invited to appear before the County Assembly of Meru, but you did not. Could you explain to the Senate why you did not honor the summons at the County Assembly?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Senators. I did not appear at the County Assembly of Meru because there was a court issue with the impeachment, and I was afraid that I will go there and then it will be termed as contempt of court.
Thank you. You have talked about there being a court issue. Are you aware if the court had stopped the impeachment process at the County Assembly level?
Thank you, Speaker. The court had issued a court order for the same.
And subsequent to the impeachment, did you take any action against the county assembly for disobeying court orders?
Yes, after they moved and they debated about the impeachment, I moved to court and sued for contempt of court.
Thank you. Subsequently, you wrote to the Speaker of this House informing him of the court processes and the orders that had been issued. Do you recall doing that?
Yes.
What was the date of that letter?
August 2024.
Thank you very much. Nevertheless, you're here today to answer to the charges. You have filed a response, the one that is dated 17th day of August 2024. Do you wish to stand by the response as adduced before the Senate?
Yes.
And all the affidavits attached therein?
Yes.
Thank you. I want to go specifically to the 3 charges, and I want you to guide me on any evidence that you have adduced, and if the same has been adduced by other witnesses, then you're free to state that indeed that issue has been addressed to your satisfaction. The first ground for impeachment is the ground of illegally revoking the appointment of one Virginia Kawira. Have you made a response to that allegation?
Yes.
You brought witnesses here to testify on that fact, and there was a serious controversy as to a legal opinion that you allegedly received that informed your revocation. I want you to specifically address that issue because all the other issues had been addressed. And I'll be very specific. Did you or did you not receive any advisory from your legal advisor, one Linda Keome?
Thank you, Speaker. I received advisory from the legal advisor. To be very specific, when we were here the last time, I was advised by this honorable house that I should go and do away with any, if there was any illegal appointment. And from that, I called my legal advisor and also the C. Waziri for Legal Affairs and Public Administration. And then I sought their advice about one Virginia Kawira.
Who was your legal advisor that you sought advice from?
Linda Keome.
Linda Keome appeared here yesterday and said that you have lifted her signatures from other documents and or you have forged her signature or used it without her consent and termed that advisory as a mediocre. Why would Linda Keome, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, appear before Senate and disown a document that you allege she had forwarded to you, in your own understanding?
Maybe due to some political pressure or because there's a case in court that she has sued me because of terminating her as my legal advisor. Those are among the issues maybe that have rendered her to say that the letter did not originate from her.
Madam Governor, are you familiar with technology to the extent of being able to lift a signature from another document? Are you that conversant with?
I don't know how, no, I don't know any technology about lifting.
Thank you. So your testimony in simple is that there is a personal vendetta between yourself and the advocate who disowned that document.
Yes.
Has the said legal advisor reached out to you personally or through other formal communications available to the county complaining about her use of that signature? Has she written any letter to you? Has anyone from your office been called? Has she called you personally to make that complaint?
She has not called me. She has not written anything to me. I just saw her here yesterday.
For the first time?
Yes.
Thank you. We move on to the next issue. And before I move on, it is your testimony before this Senate, because the actual charge is legally revoking the appointment, that you acted on that advisory to take the action that you took?
Yes, I acted on advisory from the legal and the Waziri.
In 2 minutes, Madam Governor.
Please, 1 minute. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am constrained to object to the leading question.
Will we have my time frozen, Mr. Speaker, sir?
I am seriously constrained to counsel leading the witness and putting leading questions, and is a seasoned advocate. Perhaps he needs to comply to the rules of examination in chief to avoid unnecessary intervention. I'm greatly humbled.
Objection overruled. Proceed, Counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. So, Madam Governor, the issue is illegally revoking the appointment of CPA Virginia. Why did you find it necessary, even at the wake of that advisory, to take the action that you took? In your understanding, was the revocation illegal or not? Why did you take that action? In 2 minutes, kindly.
The revocation was not illegal. I'm the one that appointed Leader Kewame. I'm the one that appointed Virginia Kawira. And from the original agreement with her is that she would put away the first assignment that was given by the county government, that is financial officer in the county, and then get the new job. But after that, she did not honor the pledge that she promised.
So by the time she took over the role of the CEO of the County Public Service Board, had she relinquished her previous post?
No.
How would that have affected service delivery in your government had you allowed that to proceed?
It could have affected the government because having or holding that position for 6 years, as the government, we cannot recruit any other person. That's why I asked her respectfully to handle one line and leave the public county service officer as a financial officer.
Thank you. Failing to appoint chairpersons of various boards, is it, or rather, what is your stand in respect to that accusation? Have you made any attempts to appoint the chairperson whose positions are vacant?
We took several names for appointment for all the sagas that are in dispute, but to my astonishment that the assembly have never given a reply or given us a go ahead to have them as the board members.
Your CEC, Legal Affairs and Public Service was here today and testified to that effect. Do you stand by the evidence that he produced?
I stand by the evidence that he produced.
The other issue is refusing to implement the recommendations of the solutions of the County Assembly. Have you ever received, in your capacity as a governor, any resolution addressed to you by the County Assembly of Meru requiring you to take action against one Harrison Gatobu Nchamba and Dr. Kiambi Aderu Thambura by way of removing them from office? Have you ever received any letter?
I've never received any letter. I've never received any resolution for the same.
Has the County Assembly produced a single communication that is specifically addressed to you as the governor requiring you to take action for a recommendation they made?
The Assembly have not produced any single letter or any resolution to me, addressed to me.
The report is seen to have been received by Harrison Gatobu Nchamba and the County Secretary. What is your comment on that?
I'm not aware whether he received any resolution or any letter on my behalf.
Would it be prudent for the County Assembly of Meru to forward a recommendation for the removal of these two officers through the same officers that you were meant to take action over, or they were meant to just address you directly on this issue?
That could be the best way. They could have done, just to write to me directly rather than to the chief of staff or the county secretary.
Thank you. You have also been accused of illegally dismissing 3 individuals from the County Revenue Board, from the Liquor Board, and the Meru Microfinance Corporation. Did you have a chance to interact with the same accusation during the last impeachment?
Yes, it was among the impeachment.
Have you taken any other action since the time we left Senate in respect to the 3 names that would have formed the basis for the new impeachment? Have you taken any other action?
Sorry?
Have you taken any other step towards these 3 individuals? Have you dismissed them afresh? Have you recalled them? Have you done anything to their detriment since we left Senate last year?
Yes, we wrote to the County Assembly of Nairobi, where one of them was an employee. In fact, he was being employed at the county government of Meru and at the same time an employee of Nairobi County.
Thank you so much. I want to move on to the next issue very quickly. You have been accused of gross misconduct by deliberately and knowingly misleading the public that Kenya shillings 86 million had been raised through the pay bill that has been provided for the burial arrangements of a blogger in Meru. Madam Governor, we have watched you in a clip making certain utterances. What informed those utterances, and on what basis would you claim that 86 million had been raised through, rather for this purpose?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and the Honorable Senators. Yes, I stated that the contributions were made to the magnitude of 86 million. This is because for more than 2 months, the leaders and also the members of County Assembly went around Meru County in all stadiums. That is Kinoru Stadium. They earned a fundraising in that stadium. They raised a lot of money, even though they did not disclose how much was raised from Kinoru Stadium. They went ahead to Mairitatu Stadium, where there were thousands and thousands of people. They raised money from there. They raised money from Maua Stadium, all members of National Assembly, and also MCS. They raised a lot of money. Again, they had to cross-cut across Meru County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. What was your connection with this issue that you had to make this statement? How was it concerning you that you had to make this statement? How was it your business that you had to make this comment?
It was
Give that context.
Thank you, Speaker. For me to make the statement, the leaders and also the MCs were accusing me of being one of the killers to the young man. And from there, they went ahead and we've started verifying this house in connection to me, that when I came here, maybe I bribed or so, and from that is the time I addressed the media to clear my name and also to shed light about the money that was raised, and at the same time to assist the young family get justice, not only for the young man, but also for the fund that were raised during those times.
This is an incident that was widely covered, and a lot of disquiet was in Meru. What did you do to the family of the deceased, if any? Did you take any action? Did you reach out? What did you do, Madam Governor?
I tried to reach out to the family, but unfortunately, the person that I sent